Hello, beautiful people. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back to Kelsey's Mindful Life. And welcome back to this beautiful forest we have here today. I don't know about you, but my goodness, earth, nature is it's truly powerful. And I need it within my energy to bring a sense of grounding. So maybe you resonate, maybe you don't. And so we'll be going into a topic today. Before we get going on our lovely topic, let's find some grounding, as I was just speaking about. Starting to close in your eyes or gaze down towards the earth. Coming into this present moment together before we get going. Start to tune inward to your internal world. Notice what's coming up for you or has been today, the last week. Settling all that energy. It's like a cup of water filled with sand. We're letting the sand settle, letting the energy soften and settle. And just tuning into your natural breath here, noticing the gentle rise and fall of your belly, of your chest. We'll do something a little different here. Take a moment to just tune into what you're hearing. What's around you in your environment. Letting that be your anchor for this moment. You'll gently start to come back to this present moment by wiggling your fingers and finding some gentle movement in your body. You're welcome to start to open up your eyes and take in the space that's around you, wherever you are. Hello, welcome back. So today our topic is all about communicating your needs. How can you communicate your needs? So talking about the importance of communicating our needs. What is so important about speaking, talking about, informing your needs to others? Maybe something's automatically coming up for you right now on why it's important. Maybe you want to write some things down, take a moment to reflect. You're welcome to pause the video if you would like. And so, the importance of communicating our needs. Well, first and foremost, we are taking care of ourselves. We are taking care of ourselves in a way of our basic needs. Well, whether they're the basic needs, or there are other needs that we're feeling in a moment. That is a form of taking care of yourself. And when we also communicate our needs to others, that can build a relationship, that can deepen a relationship. And that person may feel honored for you communicating your needs. It can also feel very challenging as well. So maybe it's like, wow, thank you so much for sharing. Or maybe it's like, oh, this is really challenging to hear and I'm going to have to sit with this, or whatever it may be, whatever the response is. But taking care of yourself is a big one. Connecting, deepening relationships, whether it's with others or with yourself. And when we communicate our needs, We're using our voice. We're activating the throat chakra, and we're learning how to communicate. It may be extremely uncomfortable at first, and it's going to help you grow. So that's another reason why it's so important, is there's growth, there's learning, there's healing that can come from communicating our needs. Because if we don't communicate our needs, whether it's to ourselves, being honest and vulnerable with ourselves and what we need, or with others, it's going to be really challenging to grow, to heal, to take care of ourselves, to build those deeper relationships, those deeper and trusting relationships with each other and within ourselves. So that's a bit about the importance of communicating our needs and what that can do for us. It can even bring in confidence as well. Because when we use our voice, when we activate our throat chakra, there is a sense of confidence that can be built, that can be created. So again, writing anything else that you would like about this topic and why it's important. Why does it feel important to you to communicate your needs, whether you are currently doing that or not? Or maybe it's a mixture of both. I know for myself, I go in and out of feeling confident and able to communicate my needs, because there's still healing and growth that needs to happen. And that's okay. I'm human. We're all human. We're not going to be perfect. So welcoming that part of us in as well. It's not going to be perfect. Life is not linear. So I wanted to share with you a really important step in communicating our needs is becoming aware. Becoming aware of your needs. You may be like, Kelsey, why are you laughing? Well, the thing is, we can try and communicate needs, but what if we don't know? What if we don't know what they are? So that's a conversation we need to have with ourselves first, to become aware and to witness the things that we are needing. Whether it's someone to hold space for us, whether it's someone to listen, whether it's a hug, whether it's a nice cooked meal because you cook for yourself a lot. Nice cooked meal from someone else. So that's a time of reflection, of having a conversation with yourself, becoming aware of what is it that I'm needing. And it's interesting, from those needs, there can actually be feelings that happened before. So maybe you witness a situation of, I'm feeling frustrated or I'm feeling sad. Well, those feelings can actually point us in the direction of a need, something that we're not getting. Maybe we want more nurturing, or we want to feel safe. And there's an emotion that's trying to point us in that direction of figuring out what our needs are. So a sense of reflection, communicating with yourself, becoming aware is the most important part. It's always the first step with anything. Become aware. And when you become aware, you then take a next step. Becoming aware on, okay, how can I now communicate this? I'm clear on what it is that I need. Maybe there's a statement you'd like to use. I remember receiving this statement for more based on feelings. It's like, I feel, it's an I am statement. I feel, or I am feeling this way. So using this with needs is I need this. I am needing this. Or this is I need this because it's important. Important why, and elaborating on that. So being aware, that first step, reflecting, having that conversation with yourself. Second is that I am needing. I need blank because it's important. I am needing nurturing because because there's a lack of nurturing potentially. Maybe even getting specific on what is the lack of nurturing. So the more specific you can get, the easier it can be able to communicate clearly to the other person. Again, this can be a conversation with yourself. This can be a conversation with others. Whether they're family, friends, coworkers, your boss. That you get to speak your truth, your needs. You have that right. It's your birthright to speak your truth. And lastly, it's about taking that step, actually communicating. Putting it out there and using your voice, continuing to activate your throat chakra, increasing the confidence in speaking your truth. So we'll say number 3 is speaking your truth. Maybe it's using that I statement or I am statement. Or maybe it's something else that feels more aligned with you, the way that you want to communicate. As long as you are being respectful and you're making it about you, not about the other person and what they're doing wrong. It's about you and expressing your experience, because when we can express, the other person can understand or learn to understand. So, again, our first one is being aware. The second one is our I or I am statement. And then our third step is all about speaking your truth, taking the action to communicate. So let's take a moment to let that integrate within you. We'll move through a little bit of a practice. Start to close your eyes or gaze down towards the earth. Tune back into your internal world just as we started. Start to just take note if there's a need that's coming up right now within you. Are you needing food? Are you needing water? Are you needing to give yourself a hug or ask for a hug? Are you needing to move away from technology? Are you needing to have a conversation? What is it that's coming up in you? Become aware. You can always pause this video too to give yourself more time. And then second, put that into your sentence, your I statement or your I am statement. I need blank or I am needing blank. You can write this down as well. And lastly, take that moment, whether this is communicating to yourself, if this is communicating to yourself, have this moment to share your statement or share your words with yourself. And say that I'm hearing you. We're letting ourselves know that we're hearing us. We're hearing what we need. So continue with the conversation with yourself if that's what it's focused on, or if it's towards someone. Start to visualize. If visualization is not supportive, think about what that process may look like, who it is, what are you wanting to say. It's not going to go exactly the way we want it to go. This is just a way of taking action right here, right now together. So envisioning what that would look like. Envisioning that conversation, how you'd be feeling, who it is that you need to have a conversation with and speak your needs to. And then watch yourself speak those needs. Observe that version of yourself. The empowered version who's speaking, who's using their voice. Again, you can pause this video if you need more time to envision, to really embody this experience even further. When you're ready to transition, slowly bring your movement to your hands, your fingers, your toes, starting to gently open up your eyes. Notice how you feel. How does your body feel? That you took action right here, right now together. You should be very proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Now for a little bit more action. Taking action on communicating those needs. Or noticing where in those steps that you are. Maybe it's continuing to be aware of your needs. Maybe it's about practicing those I am statements or I statements. Or maybe it's about actually speaking up. So choosing one of those three that you can take action on moving forward in your week. Planting that seed, because we are in the energy of a new moon in Taurus. This is the time to take grounded action. Yes. Planting these seeds, these intentional grounding seeds. Plant those. How do you want to move forward in your life? Do you want to ignore your needs? Do you want to not speak up for yourself? Or do you want to lean into a growth energy, growth area, growth mindset, rewiring? Building that confidence in yourself and in your voice. So writing down your action step for this week. Again, always comment below if you want. I want to be accountability for you. I really do. And I want to check in with how you're doing because it matters and I care. Care about your journey and coming back home to yourself. I want to say thank you for being here, for letting me be here with you. Again, if you are curious at all about my coaching offers, whether it's one-on-one somatic wellness coaching sessions hourly or about my 90-day program, please reach out. I would love to hear from you if that is something that you feel drawn to, called to. There's no forcing here. It's all about if it feels right to you, you can reach out. I am here for you. I'm sending you lots of light, lots of healing, and lots of support. Thank you.